Cline just did the part most coding agent teams avoid. They pulled the agent runtime out of the product, rebuilt it as an SDK, and open-sourced the harness behind the Cline extension and CLI. This is not another repo recap. The useful question is simple. If the same engine can run in an IDE, a terminal, Slack, scheduled jobs, and custom apps, what can builders ship on top of it? The launch post says Cline rebuilt its harness from scratch using lessons learned since building one of the first coding agents in 2024. The new package is available as at Cline/SDK. The thread backs that up with an official demo clip, an architecture graphic, benchmark cards, examples, and a blog post explaining the rebuild. The strongest part of the announcement is not the install command. It is the shift from product-bound assistant to reusable agent runtime. Cline's own blog is blunt about why this happened. The first version grew inside the VS Code extension. That made sense when the product surface was the whole experience. But then the agent loop picked up terminal use, computer use, subagents, teams, custom tools, and more. The product kept getting more capable, while the runtime became harder to separate from the IDE. So Cline rebuilt the foundation instead of patching another layer onto it. That matters because long-running work should not die when a UI restarts. Sessions should move across surfaces. The low-level loop should stay reusable while the runtime around it handles state, storage, and scheduling. The SDK is presented as a layered TypeScript stack. At the bottom, at Cline/shared owns common types, schemas, utilities, and primitives. Above that, at Cline/LLMS handles provider concerns, model catalogs, settings, pricing, caching, and gateway-style handlers. At Cline/agents owns the stateless loop, tool orchestration, events, hooks, teams, and streaming. At Cline/core adds the stateful runtime around sessions, persistence, built-in tools, hub services, scheduling, and host integration. Then apps sit on top. The CLI, VS Code, JetBrains, desktop apps, and custom products can all use the same engine instead of each rebuilding their own harness. The thread calls out the extension points clearly. Plugins, tools, skills, rules, and hooks can shape what the agent sees and what it can do. The docs also list the features people now expect from serious agents: checkpoints, web fetch, MCP connectors, cron jobs, subagents, and scheduled automations. This is where the SDK becomes more interesting than a wrapper around a model call. A team can add domain-specific tools, observe lifecycle events, enforce rules, run recurring jobs, or handwork to specialist agents without starting from zero. That is the real product surface for builders. The provider story is also central. Cline says its provider layer supports Anthropic, OpenAI, Google, AWS Bedrock, Mistral, Light LLM, OpenAI-compatible endpoints, and local routes such as Alima and LM Studio. The official demo shows an agent file changing provider and model in code. It also shows connector messaging for Slack, Telegram, and Discord. The CLI thread mentions agent teams, scheduled jobs, a new TUI, and connectors. So the pitch is not just build an agent. It is build an agent that can live where work already happens. Now the benchmark slide needs a careful read. Cline reports strong terminal bench 2.0 pass-at-1 numbers. The launch graphic highlights Cline CLI scoring 71.9 on Claude Opus 4.6, ahead of Droid at 69.9 and Claude Code at 65.4. The blog adds more rows, including 74.2 on Claude Opus 4.7 and 73 on GPT 5.3 codecs. But the open-weight comparison has a caveat. Cline says OpenCode and PyCode did not have public numbers for those model combinations, so those runs were performed by the Cline team as of May 8th. The right takeaway is strong claimed harness performance, not blind leaderboard worship. The examples page is where this becomes practical. The beginner examples include a Quickstart that sends one prompt and streams the response, plus a CLI agent with shell tools and multi-turn runs. Intermediate examples include a code review bot that reads Git diffs and returns structured comments, and a multi-agent web app that fans out to 3 specialists in parallel before synthesizing the answer. Advanced examples include a desktop app, a macOS menu bar app, and a VS Code extension. That range explains the SDK strategy. Cline wants the harness to become infrastructure for other agent products. If you want to try it, the docs say Node 22 or later is required. Install the SDK with npm install at Cline/SDK. If you are using a coding agent, Cline also ships a skill you can add with npx skills add Cline/SDK skill. The first agent example imports agent from at Cline/SDK, chooses a provider and model, subscribes to assistant text events, and runs a prompt. Start from the Quickstart, then add one tool, one connector, or one scheduled workflow. That is the fastest way to see whether the SDK is useful for your own stack. Bottom line, Cline SDK is not interesting because it has a package name. It is interesting because it turns a mature coding agent harness into something other builders can embed, extend, and ship. The bet is simple. The next wave of agents will not only live in code editors. They will live in terminals, chats, schedules, internal tools, and products built by teams who do not want to rebuild the runtime from scratch.